Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Cédric, partner of Creathor Ventures. We are a pan-European venture fund headquartered in Germany, based in Switzerland. Personally, we are active on the market since 35 years, having invested in over 250 companies with over 20 IPOs. We currently focus with our tech team, where I'm from, on the automation of industry and businesses. So everything which is a good data play and where a company has a proprietary access to data and can automate processes are attractive business models for us. This is also a reason why we invested into Ledgy. And so I hand over to you, Ben, to introduce yourself and tell the audience a little bit what Ledgy is about and why it could be important for you as the audience.
Thank you. So I'm Ben, the co-founder and CEO of Ledgy. I am originally from Germany and moved to Zurich to study physics, actually, where I also met my two co-founders. And besides our masters, we have been exploring the startup scene. And after that, we saw that there's actually a very obvious problem right in front of our eyes. So we started Ledgy with a mission which unites us to help founders improve the world. And we're building the platform for equity for investors and their startups around their equity, which includes mainly employee participation plan management and setup, cap table management. Also, modeling is very strong to understand preference rights of preferred shares, for example, liquidation preferences, planning new financing rounds. And also for the investor side, we have the single source of truth, where you have more transparency of what is actually going on. You have the reporting all in one place. And it also helps with due diligences to have the whole history in one place and one place to collaborate with all the stakeholders.
So Ben, we have been in contact, I think, over a year before we finally decided to invest, because when you hear the term, okay, it's an online cap table management platform, well, okay, you're bringing Excel, let's say, to a centralized platform where it could be accessed from different sites. But so why should someone use Ledgy, and who is the someone? So who's the target audience?
Good question, thanks. So we have three main target audiences. For startups, for founders, it's really two things. It's to understand better what they're doing, what you're dealing with. So as a first-time founder, you often don't have the experience as the investors, and the platform helps you to get educated, to understand, and better negotiate also during deals. So that's one important part. And the other one is to do more yourself. So for example, setting up employee participation plans and really saving on lawyer costs. Then on the investor side, it's the transparency and the single source of truth. Of course, if you just have Excel, that's only maybe a small part of it. And a cap table is not just an Excel sheet. It's all the legal documents. It's all the information, the reportings around your companies. And currently, it's distributed in many different places. And there's a huge back office in every investor who manages all this. And our platform really helps to unify this on one platform. And then third, the lawyers. Of course, you would maybe think, oh, we are removing the lawyers from the equation, but I think we don't. So of course, you still need consultancy services for startups, but you, as a lawyer, also, you don't really want to do these manual processes, modeling, I don't know, anti-dilution rights in your Excel sheets again and again, and setting up the same employee participation plan again and again. You want to concentrate on what matters to founders. So that's what you can do with our platform. You can automate what can be automated, and then you can help the founders with advice. Yes.
So thank you. Perhaps also my view on Ledgy, because everyone who has set up some cap tables at the beginning, it's quite easy. Then in a more advanced stage, I always say it's better to build your own cap table rather to invest the time to understand the Excel you just received. And then you obviously reduce the failure rate or the error rate which happens in those kind of cap tables.
Yeah, and one thing to remark here is really a cap table. So currently you have these Excel sheets, but you also have piles of contracts. And you need lawyers for every financing round to, again, understand everything in these piles of contracts. And to build this up from the beginning in a transparent, smart contract way kind of thing, so you have all the rights transparent for everyone on the platform, and it helps you understand, okay, automatically what you have to do in new financing rounds, for example, that just reduces a lot of intransparency and also errors which happen today. So I think it's not just Excel sheets, it's many things around that as well.
True. We're currently putting our whole portfolio on Ledgy, as others are doing as well, especially for business angels. It's quite a good platform, but the startup has a central hub to manage, let's say, all the legal docs behind. So can you tell a little bit about the traction and a little bit about the pricing and the offering? So since when do you exist? How many users do you have as of now? And
so we started in 2017, 2 years ago. And now we have several hundreds of companies using our platform, mainly in the German-speaking part of Europe, so Switzerland, Germany, Austria, and also we're expanding to other countries soon, like France, for example. And from the other question was, as a startup, for us it was very important to really empower the startups, and when you're a founder, maybe 3 angel investors and 3 employees, you maybe don't need a huge complex tool, and you're certainly not willing to pay a lot. So we have emphasized from the beginning that you can use it for free and you get everything you need from the beginning. And then when you grow and you need more features, then you can choose one of the paid packages. But at the beginning, it's free for startups to start using it, which is also why I encourage everyone to just start on Ledgy from the beginning and not mess around until it's too late, but to set it up correctly from the beginning.
Okay, great. So I see the product offering, obviously, and but looking a little bit in the midterm future, what's more the vision of Ledgy? What do you want to become? A standard for what? Is it online cap table management? Is it reporting? Is it a legal repository?
So our vision is to become the platform of Europe where all the startups and the investors are on. So really the software for the venture capital space. It's also reporting, it's also all these other things, but mainly it's really the legal automation to have, as I said before, these smart contracts in the future where more and more you can do by software. So I really believe that at some point everything will be done digitally. At the moment we still have these regulatory hurdles like notary in the equation, for example. But I think at some point in the future, everything will be done digitally. You will do financing rounds digitally. You will do transfers digitally. Of course, you have the promise of blockchain at the moment doing that, but still that's bound by legal constraints. And we see ourselves as the platform powering all this digital future. It might be blockchain-based. We are more agnostic on that side. So if it's a smart contract in the background or a database or a notary, it's actually the same thing. You still need the same features. And in the midterm, also, there will be both. There will be the digitized equity, token equity. There will be the classical fundraising. And we're the platform for all of it.
Great. So time is over. Thank you very much, Ben. Thank you for the big audience to listening to us. And yeah, use Ledgy for your investments, for your new investments. If you're a startup, use Ledgy when you're founding your company. Thank you.
Thanks.